Happy June, everyone, and welcome to the first ToriJ's video game reviews of the summer. We're kicking the summer off with the second installment of the new Tomb Raider franchise, Rise of the Tomb Raider. Because it was just so damn cool when Batman used it. With that out of the way, let's see what Rise of the Tomb Raider has to offer. If you played the first game, then chances are you already played this one. Like most AAA titles, Rise doesn't offer a lot of new features that sets itself apart from its predecessor, except for a few things like having more chances to use stealth tactics, and a combat knife. Only new features that stand out in the platforming is the grappling hook, and arrows that help you climb up walls. At first it was fun, after the 20th or something jump, it became repetitive. We get it, ancient structures fall apart. Do you have anything new to show us? However, nothing is more repetitive than the combat, which has gotten worse since the last installment. They just throw so many enemies at you that pacing seems to go out the window. It takes forever to line up your shot, and by that time you're getting hit by all sides. Some guys won't stop throwing grenades long enough to give you any breathing room, and when that isn't enough they send a guy with a fucking shield to kill you. The combat is simply too much, too soon. And that's just regular soldiers. The deathless ones you encounter later are even worse, and there's no short supply of them. They take more damage and can come back for a limited time after you kill them. They throw fire at you instead of grenades, and have their fair share of shielded enemies. I wish I could say the downtime is better, but it's really not. The puzzles are annoying and tedious. One involves having to move barrels around and kicking them into water to destroy a statue. The second are the revolving platforms. You have to time your jumps just right or you'll fall to your doom. At least that feels like Tomb Raider. Worst of all was where you have to break the block of ice with an ornament and filling the jug of water jumping on the ornament as it comes up. I think I'd rather fight bad guys. Right, there's a plot in this. The artifact everyone is after this time around is called the Divine Source. Believed to grant the user immortal life. This leads to members of Trinity, led by Constantine, wanting the Divine Source so he can use it to save his sister, Anna, who is currently dying. Meanwhile, Lara wants it to prove the existence of the supernatural and restore her father's good name. And to keep it out of the hands of Trinity, who would only use it for evil. Most of the game takes place in the lost city of Kitez, with one detour into Syria. Many of the supernatural elements is taken from biblical sources, as pretty much everything about the prophet is copied from Jesus. Healer, being a messenger, earning scorn from those in power. Only he managed to avoid being nailed to a tree. That's all well and good, but the story itself falls flat on its face. With the exception of Lara's character, and her relationship with her father. Everything else is bland and forgettable. It doesn't help that the story is predictable and filled with clichés. Let's see, an old friend being abducted by the bad guys even though the enemy didn't have enough time to learn that much about her? Is she with them? Yup. An ally has the chance to kill the enemy but doesn't take it? Yup. Said ally gets his if I don't make it speech right before he makes it? Yup. Who that guy? Is it the prophet? Yup. Every twist you see coming a mile away and all the supporting characters, including the villains, are terrible. You just want the scene to jump back to Lara. She's the only interesting character. As she should be, it is her game after all. Given the way I had to play the game, I can't comment much on the graphics. Though, even without high definition it looks pretty good, and the music is okay, but I can't help but feel it could be better. Overall, I hate the game. I hate it oh so very much. I never played Uncharted, but if it plays anything like this, then I never want to. It's not fun, it doesn't try anything new, and after one play session I felt like I really did fight all those bad guys. Usually that'd be a good thing, but this time around it made me dreadful for the next session. If I didn't have to review the game, I wouldn't play it. The only time it feels remotely like a Tomb Raider game is with the puzzles and the discovery, the former not being that great to begin with. skip it.